Okay. Hi, guys. It's Christina Goeke from TERFing It Up with Christina Goeke Lifts. I'm here today for Women's Liberation Radio Network, and we're going to go live in a minute to watch the Speaker's Corner in Philadelphia. I'm really excited. I'm actually going to ask right now where Jesika is so we can see what's going on in Philadelphia. Before that, I thought I might share with you guys some things. I've been doing some research on the Speaker's Corner today. As many of you know, Antifa, I like to call them Trantifa, they really don't like us. Apparently, women wanting their own spaces goes against what they believe in. So they show up to our events, and even though they call themselves anti-fascist, they're literally fascist. They don't want us to speak. So we're saying no men in our prisons, no men in our bathrooms, our locker rooms, our sports. And they show up and they make noise and they scream. And sometimes they push the women, they spit on the women. In Tacoma, they broke a woman's hand. Anyway, so I like to see what they're saying on like Twitter and whatnot. So let me show you guys. I'm going to do a share screen and show you guys like what they've been saying. Check it out, right? I call them Trantifa. I think that's far more accurate. Here they are. Not our event, but we support everyone coming out to tell these TERFs to F off, right? Dance the TERFs away, electric boogaloo. A free speech event. They know it's a free speech event, but they come to literally force us to not be heard. Okay, so they try to shut us down. So instead of like debating us or talking to us or like, you know, stating what they believe to be true in their crazy minds, they try to shut us down. Oh, it looks like we might have Jesika. Let me add her to the stream. So let me stop that. Hi,
Hi there, Christina. Can you hear me?
I can now, yes.
Okay, the problem is going to be, I hope you can hear me because I won't be able to hear you. But maybe 1 second, please.
Oh no. Oh, you guys hear that, right? This is what they do. They show up and they just like, they make noise and they try to intimidate us. Instead of like debating us, instead of like letting us speak, and then they could speak as well. But no, they don't want to do that because they know that they have no good argument, you know? Let me see what's going on in the comments here. Hi, everybody. I hope Jesika comes back. Jesika, let me see if anybody else has gone live yet. Let's see what we can see. Looks like Known Heretic has not gone live yet. Let me see. It still says upcoming. These Trantifa crazy people. All right. Here we go. Here's Jesika.
Okay, so maybe if you need to chat with me, you can do it in the you can just type in the StreamYard. But I'm gonna try to click into Hey Yang's StreamYard real quick, so I may leave you hanging for just a bit and then come back. So thank you so much for being flexible.
Don't they sound like
Hi there. Yes, I am. I sent you a message on Facebook.
I still don't see Kellie-Jay.
Oh, you sent a message just to me? I'm so sorry. It's okay. You're fighting because we're not friends. I think my screen hearing mommy. Oh, careful. I'm on a mic. Oh, no, it's not live. It wasn't live. It wasn't live. I had to change. I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm so sorry for your missed message. As you understand, it's been so crazy. I'm so glad. Help yourselves to these. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. No.
Hi, Eleanor. Hi, Marcia.
Oh.
This is not good for our hearing. All right, so let me show you. I'll show you guys like what else they've been saying. Here's another one, another post that these freaking Trantifa people made. Is it this one? Yes. So here's another post they made about this event. We're going to be showing our solidarity with our trans comrades demonstrating against a TERF free speech event. Aren't they so nice? Freaking crazy. All right, stop cream. It looks like we got Jesika back. Oh, look, here we can see what's going on here. All right. I hate pink and blue now. They are Trantifa. I mean, they literally it's not what they used to be, like whatever they were supposed to be. Like, I don't know if they really were. I think they like really let us on. And they're handmaiden. Does anybody know like this plane that is it like they took the transfer and put it up?
You were worried about law stuff. I had six, and I am a man. And I had
So like, I understand their idea of like protecting trans children. Apparently, was protecting children. I feel like we should teach them to love themselves and not mutilate themselves. Can't you block him?
It's just a nice
You guys don't know, that's Brittany Rue from A Slightly Different Channel. She also has an
You're trying to protect people. That's what I said. I'm a mother of 4 children. I know you're a gift. We're not. One of us is not
non-human. That's the thing. We gotta stop like dehumanizing each other. We're both from here. We care about things at the same time.
We're all gonna need to go do some deep breathing. What is it? Oh my God. Okay, there was a girl no, thank you. Oh my gosh. That's much better. Why is the picture so tiny? You know, I could just remove myself, I think, and then it would make it bigger, but I don't know. Ooh, hold on. Okay, we're gonna mute that right now, you guys. While this is going on, Stacy, I don't know why it's so small. It's not filling in her box, so it must be something setting that she's got going on. And it's really hard to communicate with her, so I have to like basically use the private chat to talk to her, which means she has to check it, and it looks pretty chaotic there right now. But at least we kind of have a stream. Let's see. Oh, let's see what they're saying. We can hear.
He's the hammer on the cow.
You know why?
What if we like showed up to like their events like and just made noise until they couldn't talk? It's just this is all insane. I don't understand these people. They call themselves anti-fascists, but they are the fascists. They want men in our bathrooms, men in our prisons, men in our sports, everything else. And they don't listen to us when we say we're not comfortable with that. It makes like zero sense. Like, why should I be comfortable with a guy in my space where I am like undressed But a man with confused lady feels, apparently his fear of other men or what, I don't even believe that. I don't really believe that they're afraid of the other men. I really don't. I think it's really about exhibitionism, voyeurism, and validation for these men. Like, some of them get off on undressing in front of women. Some of them get off on watching women undress, and some of them, they literally, what do they call it? Their euphoria or whatever that they get. I guess that's the validation thing. They're so weird. We'll see what's going on now.
All right. How many people are with us right now? Not that I can see or hear. So yeah, right now we're still doing preliminary setup here on the ground. We're still waiting for everybody to filter in. We're waiting for Kellie-Jay to arrive. The police so far have done a really good job of setting us up, especially relative to last time. Although I think last time they supported, our right to free speech and expression. Here, even more so. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try to pan around a little bit. This is not on a swivel, but there's barricades all around this slab here that's called People's Plaza. So they've created a very large barricaded area for us to use for this demonstration. And also, if you can see, and I'm sure this part you can see, they're using their bicycles and their bodies to create a barricade, kind of a gate at the opening, so that the only people that are allowed past this boundary are women, and they are asking us to verify. So even when I tried to come in, I said, I'm one of them, I'm one of them. The officer wasn't so willing to let me by. Another woman had to come up, run up to the front and say, no, yes, she's one of us. And I thanked him for doing that little vetting for us. So that's really good. So like I say, we're just continuing to set up, waiting for our women to filter in, and waiting for Kellie-Jay to arrive. And with that, I'll go ahead and put the mic down and just let you watch the action as it unfolds for now. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to mute that again, guys, because this is like, ugh. I don't know about you guys, but it gives me anxiety, like all the noises they make. Oh my gosh. It's like psychological torture. So I don't know if you guys know this, you probably do, but Kellie-Jay, she literally likes to show up right at the time of the event and just roll it out. That's how she rolls. And I get it. It's probably better that way. I'm sure these people really have it out for her because they're always talking about her in in their chats. Like the Twitter thing that I was just showing you a second ago, like how they go on there and they talk about us, they dehumanize us, they call us TERFs. It's like, it's their way of like basically, dehumanizing us. Now I wear it as a badge of honor at this point because a TERF is just any woman with boundaries, and I have boundaries. I don't want a man in my locker room. I don't want a man in my bathroom. I don't want a man competing in my sports because it's not fair. I don't think men should be in women's prisons. So that makes me a TERF, and I just wear it like a badge of honor, though. But they use it as a slur to like dehumanize us. And yes, Jesika is of the TERF Collective. That is right, Marcia. How is KJK going to get in? Well, I'm sure the other girls will like say, hey, she's one of us, and because you know who she is when you see her. Oh my gosh, do we dare to listen again? So Sophie, the event, they're not speaking yet, but they're setting up. Essentially, we've got two sides. You've got Team TERF over here, and then on the other side, you have Trantifa. Let's see if we can hear anything better now.
Right.
Here we go.
Woman, mother, no other. Woman, mother, no other. We are adults, human females. We want our sex-based rights. We are adults, human females. women-based rights. Males and women never. Liberation now. Males and women never. Liberation now. We are adult human females. We want our sex-based rights. We are adult human females. We want our sex-based rights. We are adult human females. We want our sex-based rights. Women's rights. Women's rights. Women's rights are not secondary to any rights. Women's rights are not secondary to any rights. Women's rights are not secondary to any rights. Women's rights are not secondary to anyone's rights. Your expression ends my oppression. 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 Women-based rights. We fought for them. We're not giving them up. We're not giving them up. Nobody is born in the wrong body. Nobody is born in the wrong body. Hello? Can you hear? Sex, not gender. Together we'll defend her. Now's the time to hold the line for Title IX. Don't forget about Title IX because they obliterated that. Title IX has been gutted. It's been gutted if you don't know. So if you stand for women, you should know this, that these regressive gender ideologues have gutted Title IX. Sex, not gender. Together we'll defend her. Now's the time to hold the line for Title IX. Trans rights are men's rights. Trans rights are men's rights. Trans rights are men's rights. Trans rights are men's rights.
If you got afraid of other men, you get at their space. Because we're afraid of you. I don't care if you wear a dress.
Let women speak! 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 This is what it takes to have women speak in public. We have to have armed guards in order for women to speak in public. Let women speak! 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 If you don't think your free speech is in jeopardy, you should take a good look around. We will not be silent! We will not be silent! be silent. We will not 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 be silent.
Women are women. Women are women.
Trans women are men. 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 We want our sex based right. We are human female. We want our sex based right. We are adult human female. We want our sex based right. We are adult human female. We want our sex based right. We are adults, human females. We want our sex based right. We are adults, human females. We want our sex based right. We are adults, human females. We want our sex based right. Men telling women to go home. You think women belong in the home? You're telling women to go home. Why? Why? A man, let's take a look at him. A very confused man telling women to go home. That's what's happening. A very confused man is telling women to go home, and he's brought his little friends to silence women. That's what you're doing. You come here because you can't have a dialogue.
Hey there, so I'm turning the phone around. I'm going to focus on our podium here because I see Kellie-Jay approaching. So I want to give us a good viewpoint. Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me, please. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to set us up well over here.
A man is trying to silence women. That's what this is.
Okay, I'm going to put the mic down again while I get myself better arranged, so you can go ahead and put me on mute while I get it set up. Thank you.
Talk about the harm of the gender industry. That is why they are here.
Police says the man in the camel coat has a police badge on his coat, so that is a
Men go home! Men go home! Men go home! Let women speak! Men go home! That's what you are! You're a man! You're a man! You're a man no matter how hard you want to be a woman! You're a man! You're a man! You'll never be a woman! You will never be a woman! Ever! I am home! I am home! I am home! I am home! We are 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 home! We want to get
Isn't it right? Not here.
We'll be here. Everything you guys are doing, we'll be there for you.
Oh, you're beautiful! Oh, you're so beautiful! So am I! Oh, we're all beautiful! We're all so beautiful! We're so beautiful! We're all so beautiful! We're all beautiful! All of us are born beautiful! But you chop up babies! Stop chopping up children! Stop chopping up children!
Shut your pronouns. Shut your pronouns.
Hi, Dave!
Yes, exactly. This is not mirror. much better when they're like further.
This one is clearer, right? So you can hear it. You can pick between the two, or you can just hold them both. Okay, you ready? Are you going to stand behind the podium? Do you want to stand in front of these people? Where's my lady? Right, can you be quite close? Or just certainly in front of, no. Stand here.
No, please.
Oh, they're going to be behind. Well, I don't mind. I think maybe if we go back, then they're further away. You sound like a man, love.
You're literally 6 kids.
Got to go.
They come with speakers.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Ho. Your transphobia has got to go. 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 Hey. Your transphobia has got to go. Hey. Your transphobia has got to go.
Okay, so we're going to start any minute. I'm sorry I was so late. I've never lost with you. Well, then you know. I'm here to tell them the show. Amazing.
What do we do? We talk about love on this hand here. You want to talk?
Okay. When I stop, you have to say TERF, all right?
Really?
What a day, what a run, always almost like the end. Well, good afternoon, we are here in Philadelphia to tell the silly man and handmaiden champions
Stand up for all of us.
that women don't have penises. That men don't have vaginas. There is no such thing as non-binary. And no matter what you want to covet, boys, you are not having our rights.
We are here.
In the United States of America right now, there are men who have raped women who are serving time in American women's prisons. Listen to those men's voices. Women's suffrage 2.0. These young men, and some of them quite old, they can't bear the idea that women are saying no. Women are saying, keep your penises out of our faces. Keep your perversion out of our schools. Keep your penises out of our children. We are saying no, we are meaning no, and eventually you and your silly women are going to learn to listen. Right. If you don't know, those of you walking past, if you don't know, your children in their school right now are learning that they can choose their biological sex. Their teachers are telling them that their gender identity is fixed and their biological sex is something they can change. And these pathetic men opposite me, what they think is that they can tell us what we think and what we say. Some of these men down here are 6 foot, big men, in the same toilets and facilities as your daughters. So, just have a look around. If you don't believe me, go and have a look at the people on the other side of this fence. And each and every one of you walking past, if you're not speaking up, you are complicit. Billy is a trans city. Billy is a trans city. Billy is a woman city. Billy is a woman city. Billy is a woman city. Women. When you try to screw a woman is an animal female. Right, over here, there's always ended. What these people here want is they want to slice off the breasts of teenage girls. They want to make it okay to sterilize your children. When you get a child puberty blockers, you sterilize children. These people are groomers. They want to manipulate kids. You need to get the fuck out of here. Okay, this is a convenience store event. It is not an incident. These hilarious women. They're beautiful and if we just listen to what they're saying, what this woman is saying is she wants men in women's safety. She wants 13-year-old girls to have their breasts sliced off after they spent years self-harming, and then she wants a surgeon to help finish them off.
With this language that will cut down our children, you thought you could come with this violence? You're small-minded, second-class people.
These women, look at the state of these women.
We should have turned the
This is
camera.
what the man looks like when they win. And I'm sorry.
I never learned that.
Ideas. I never learned past that time. My mom said, oh, I know how to do is look at us.
Right, okay.
We don't overreact.
These people want to mutilate children. We want to tell them no. These people want rapists in women's prisons. We want to tell them no. That's all that's happening here today. For those of you working hard, what you need to know about your country is you have male rapists in women's prisons. Raping women. Those women cannot escape. You have puberty blockers sterilizing children. You have surgeons in this case cutting off the blood from teenage girls because they say they're boys. That's what those people want. Right, this is what we must think. We are creating a space for women to speak. Those people, they don't want it. They don't want women to speak. They don't want to hear our voices. They want to break up families. They want to totally destroy society. Piece by piece by piece. There's a bloke there who's got caught up a woman. He's about 6'2". He's in the same space as your daughters. Right, so come up, speak, try and ignore these morons right down there, because the trans youth is sterilizing children. The idea of trans youth is cutting off the breasts of teenage girls who say they're boys. Trans youth is castrating teenage boys. That's what
time she did. What they're gonna do is they're gonna take your lesbian children and they're gonna turn them into that straight son. And you turn them over and acid. Have to read a little bit of information. Here we go. Women, not trying to bring them on this thing. Oh yeah. Okay. Jen, do you want to come and say?
You can say what you want, but we know what it is. You are nothing.
My name is Jesika Gonzalez. I'm the founder of TERF Collective, and a man here in Philadelphia just told me that I am nothing because I don't believe that he is a woman. As a card-bearing, tax-paying resident of the state of Pennsylvania, I'm here to tell you that TERFs are welcome here. I can tell you without a doubt the city of Philadelphia knows what a woman is. If you don't believe me, walk 2 blocks in any direction and start fucking asking. From the slums of Kensington to the luxury apartments of Greenhouse Square to the hustle and bustle of Philadelphia to the back country roads that are the backbone of this working class state, all of Pennsylvania knows what a woman is. If you don't believe me, drive 10 miles in any direction and start fucking asking. Today, I want to talk about keeping our resolve in the face of relentless harassment by trans supremacist terrorists. I want to talk about the need for women to stay locked-in and focused as part of our duty to the next generation and beyond. Don't let history catch you hiding behind the keyboard while your sisters are outside.
What do we do?
Don't let it be you.
What do we do?
If your sisters are out, you'll come out too. Consciousness comes with a duty. Your awareness is a calling. Treat it that way. You are called to stand for the as yet dormant majority. You are called to join in the struggle for the liberation of women and girls. We organizers don't need fans. We need comrades. As you can see from what's going on around me here, I can't lie and tell you that it's easy to come out to these events. But this response is letting them know it's working. They're doing everything they can, surrounding everyone, because they know it will take everyone that they can rally to stop us. Frankly, we should be grateful for the free promotion. And you all know, once the general public realizes what's going on, it's game over. Just a little more. Ordinary people do not like the idea of children being offered the option of hormones and surgeries. Ordinary people know children cannot consent. Ordinary people don't like the idea of men dominating the women's sports. They know men are taller, stronger, and faster, and male participation in female sports therefore defeats the purpose of female sports. Ordinary people don't like that some men get to commit crime and then have the opportunity to minimize the difficulty of their incarceration by shifting that difficulty onto vulnerable women through requesting transfers to women's prisons. Ordinary people don't want men in women's jails. Even the correction officers agree with us. Ordinary people know there is no objective difference between men that call themselves trans women and any other men. Neither is closer to being a woman than the other. Neither is safer to be around women and children in our safe spaces than the other. Neither approximates women's physicality more than the other. In other words, these are the same picture. These trans identities, supremacists, terrorists, come out in droves to tell us the church go home. They say it like they're going to drive us into a rat holes or something. But they already know deep inside is everyone else is also already a TERF. And with that, I close by saying, long live the TERF, live the majority. All power to the women. And before I go, do you know why we win? Because women can't lose. You must fight TERF. I will. Thank you. We're here.
we're here and there's, you know, a bunch of basically young white kids and adult men here trying to stop us from speaking, trying to stop women from speaking. And, you know, they're like rich, entitled little college kids that really never faced adversity. They don't know it. They don't know that when they go into the bathroom and, you know, it's like City Hall or whatever, there's food in there, and nobody's gonna help them. Nobody's even watching to make sure when a dude goes in that that's notable and that should be, you know, like remarked upon. No, men are gonna have to start holding the door open for us when we're in the bathroom, we're in the public restroom, because what? Some kid thinks that they can change sex. Honey, you can't change sex. I don't know what Elon told you. I don't know why you think our technology is so great, but surgery on your genitals is a delicate procedure. And you're not gonna do it. You're gonna go back and get 30, 40 procedures, and you have your little friend cheering you along, and guess what? They're not gonna be there when you're shitting your pants when you're 25. They're not gonna be there. Love is love. They don't. They hate you. They want you to chop pieces of your body off. They don't love. Trans is gay conversion. If you are gay or lesbian and you get mixed up with this cult, they will destroy you. Preteen children take choose because these people want you to damage yourself and your future, and then they want to leave you alone. That's what this is, a lonely, regressive, ideological cult. Thank you so much. Okay, I live in Philadelphia. This is my home. I am here today as a woman, as a mother, as a nurse. I know and will speak the truth. I know humans are mammals. I know that a mother carries the eggs of her potential offspring inside of her body while she is still in the body of her mother. A mother is a female parent, whether human, elephant, dog, cow, tiger, bear. I know that humans cannot change sex. We cannot purchase sex like a consumer good. I know that gender is not assigned at birth. Sex is observed and recorded at birth. Sex can also be observed while a fetus is still growing inside their mother's body. I knew my son was a boy when I was 10 weeks pregnant. I found out with a blood test. I know my children and I will protect them at all costs. I know that girls and boys are different in some ways, similar in many ways, and that those differences do not mean one is better than the other. I know that being a girl, a boy, a woman, a man is not about wearing a costume. It is about being human. I know that we live in a world where the following happens. Girls cannot go to school in Afghanistan. 1 in 3 women are victims of physical or sexual violence in their one precious lifetime. 1 in 5 girls around the world are forced to marry adult men. These girls are taken from their families, raped, and become pregnant. Female genital mutilation has been performed on over 200 million girls and women globally. And I know that number doesn't include the children in the U.S., the U.K., and across the West who are also being mutilated on the altar of gender. I know that no child is born in the wrong body. What does it even mean to be born in the wrong body? As someone who grew up with dysfunction and abuse, there were so many times I wish I could have been anywhere but in my body. I would have given anything to be someone else. I would have given anything to be a girl in the right way. I know that if I had been a teenager right now, I would have fallen prey to his ideology. And I am grateful I was able to grow into the strong and embodied mother and woman that I am today. I know that being a child is hard. Going through puberty can be painful. Growing up gay, lesbian, or bisexual can be lonely and scary. Suffering from gender dysphoria or any other mental distress can be excruciating. People in pain deserve well-tested, compassionate care, not cruel experiments. I am here to tell you that you were born in your body, the only body you will ever have in your one precious life. You are your body. No mistake was made. You cannot live without your body. I know that children have a right to their one precious childhood, free from the interference, manipulation, gaslighting, lies, and physical and emotional abuse of adults who use children as pawns in their game. I know that the game includes pharmaceutical companies, the medical industrial complex, insurance corporations, and ideologues who are peddling their words like so much poison and snake oil. I am here because I will not tell the mothers I serve as a nurse on birthing bodies or chop her into pieces. A uterus hammer here, a bleeder there. I will not do that. I will not lie. I will not shut up. I will not give up. I am standing here with you, afraid but determined, worried but absolutely secure in my position that it is never okay to lie to children about who they are. It is never okay to tell children to trust someone who lies to them. It is never okay to give children drugs that interfere with the normal trajectory of their development. It is never okay to mutilate a child or adolescent's genitals, even if it happens in a surgical suite. This is not complicated. Either you think it's okay to chop the breast off of children or you don't. Either you think it's okay for children to cross the threshold into adulthood with their bodies and minds intact or you don't. Keep speaking out, whether at a speaker's corner or in a one-on-one conversation with a friend. I want to thank from the bottom of my heart Kellie-Jay for lighting a fire in me, for flying across an ocean for your home in England to fight for the rights of women to speak and for children to live. Thank you. And I want to thank all the women and men who are standing here today, perhaps very afraid, perhaps at great cost to their livelihood, friendships, or safety. I love you because you cannot not do anything other than stand for the truth, to defend the rights of children who cannot defend themselves, and to stand up to women who have nothing more intelligent to say than go home first. I am home and I'm not going anywhere. Thank
Okay, I just want to remind the people walking past, the people playing all the music, they're the ones that think 13-year-old girls should have their breasts sliced off if they call themselves boys. The people opposite, what they want is they want massive, great big men in dresses with your daughters.
Just like you, your message is
Massive, great big bloods talking right now. So, that man there, he wants to use spaces with your daughter. That man there, he wants to go in changing rooms with little girls.
Kids, go home. Kids, go home.
Okay, what we know about these people surrounding us is they've been emboldened by a government after government after government.
Kids, go home.
This is not a party political issue. We are the constituency of women, and we will not be erased. Women don't have penises. Not even inverted ones. Men don't have vaginas. No man can get a word.
Ho, ho. Your transphobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
There is no such thing as non-binary.
Ho, ho. Your transphobia has got to go.
Transphobia means you don't think girls should have their breasts cut off. Transphobia means you don't think we should sterilize children.
Your transphobia.
I'll be transphobic every day of the week until you man fucking lady are fucking right.
Got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Your transphobia has got to go. Hey. That feels really important to acknowledge.
I can do what you say, I'm not in the plan. And never, 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 you forgot your plan. Because I'm an open. W-O-M-A-N. Gender sexuality solution.
Gender.
I'm an between W-O-M-A-N. Have you said what to this place? There is now considered controversial, hateful, bigoted, and even murderous to affirm that there are only two sexes and that a man is no kind of woman and that there are no subsets of women. I am not a cis woman, I am just a woman. There is nothing less and nothing more. I was in theater with kids and teenagers, and I was told by a school psychologist that I was not allowed to say girls or boys. I was told by the person to only use non-gendered language. Instead, I was told to say hi voices and low voices. This is madness. Why are we so damn confused? And there's the thing, we're not confused. None of us are confused. And we must continue to tell ourselves, our children, and when we are filled with enough courage that we can speak out, we need to tell other people, our daughters, our sons, our workplaces, our government, our representatives, we need to tell all of them that we are not confused. My 11-year-old daughter was first to school, and she was a member of the LGBT community, and what the pronouns were, and whether they could be shared with her. So let's put this in English. A male teacher asked my 11-year-old daughter what her sexual preferences were, whether she was unhappy with her body and would like to change it, and whether this male teacher could keep a secret with her, with my own girl, thank parents. We have reached a point in Western society where you just important distinction because this doesn't happen in a lot of other cultures. We have the elitism to have this happen. This is a luxury belief. We need to be simply telling the truth. The emperor has no clothes. Just saying that is an act of resistance. Do not underestimate how crucial it is that we tell ourselves the truth. Now we live in this world. And let me tell you a little bit from Farewell. This is from 1984. There is truth and there is untruth. And if you come to the truth, even against the whole world, these are not men. We are not crazy. And nobody should be telling us that. A woman is a full human female. Tell the truth. Thank you. Leadership. Enjoy that. I'll make just one more time. Women don't have penises. Men don't have vaginas. There is no such thing as non-binary. And there's no such thing as a trans child. That is simply a child of a trans mutilation and sterilized. And our cute ass signs and our hot ass friends. And we have a good time. We don't need to yell at people. I came here to worship pictures and Pennsylvania today. I lived in Central Pennsylvania for about 25 years. During that time, I operate women only martial arts studio. I have a mercury blackout now. All my students are women and girls. And I can tell you right now, none of them had a penis. Not a single fucking one. And I can tell you that some of my students, that's right, boys. Some of my students were lesbians, some of them had short hair. What I also know is how much they grew, how empowered they became in a women's only space. My son is one of the women's rape places and domestic violence shelter. And I can tell you, for those spaces, women only. They must be women only. I am a rape survivor. I am a survivor of child molestation. I know the hard time that men can't do. And I don't care if you call yourself a woman or a turtle. I don't care if you call yourself a woman or a desk chair. I know the harm that men do. Every single mixed-sex school that I trained in had about 2% women, and of those 2%, less than half of the percent native to black folk. Why? Because violence is rampant in martial arts as well. I am here today for every single one of the thousands of women who disclose to me why I taught self-defense. In universities, in women's clubs, at YWCA, I have listened to thousands of women tell me about the violence that they've experienced, and I can tell you it was not in the hands of women. It was at the hands of men. I'm here for every single girl. I am here for every single woman I ever taught. I am here for them today. I am here for every single woman who has ever experienced male violence. I am here for every woman who's going to have some man coming to the room and expose himself in the locker room and the bathroom. I am here for my sisters who are going to be forced to share a room in a domestic violence shelter. I am here for every rape survivor that will pick up the phone to call for help, and a man answers the phone and says, "Oh no, I'm here."
I'm not playing. I'm not hiding.
Hello.
Not hiding at all.
Behind is most kindly, Christina Goeke, there are 300,000 children in the United States of America who identify as trans. That's 300,000 children. I don't know why. It's this one. You can't hear? Hello. That one's working.
Oh wait, there's one. Yes, go.
I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
Go.
Can you hear me?
Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
Okay. So,
Let's go.
what's happening is they are the beginnings of sort of surround, which is fine because there's barricades and there's police. It's very interesting. So there's a girl behind who says there's 300,000 children who identify as trans in the USA. That's 300,000 children at risk of being sterilized. That's 300,000 medical patients for life. That's 300,000 children who lose their sexual function. Okay. So, thank you for those statistics. And there's a woman there with grey hair, right? Who keeps doing all the shows.
They know that the people don't really know.
It's all right.
You know, the midterm elections, did that not tell them
I think you
that
know
they
it's too close.
vote out the thing?
Okay. Right, we're gonna carry on. We're gonna carry on.
They just knew they had this.
Put it away. So we're gonna carry on. Just cutting the tree. That's for the measure, right? There is no such thing as a trans child. No women have a penis. No man has a vagina. I just didn't get your blood cut off. It doesn't mean you're not a woman. Okay, right now.
Everything that has ever been awarded to anybody was fought for by trans people. By trans people. Women got their rights from trans people.
Okay. I tried talking to several of these people over there, and all they did was scream in my face. I asked them when we made children, because I don't remember that at all. And I'm sure we got a lot of men in here that are uncomfortable because they have their penis stuck up their butt. And they're honestly, they've never gotten to that way before. It's usually somebody else's penis up your ass. I am 59 years old and I remember the first women's rights movement. I remember the first cry. We are gay people. You can't brand gay away. It is not possible. And that's why it kind of saddens me to see all that.
Someone in my face telling me
why trans women
don't look like
but anyway,
women. About how trans women
everybody see the appearance of
trans children who don't want to be anymore.
Yes, on national TV. If you're opposed to your penis, everyone. And it was so funny with grace. So you play that piano. This is little tears. It was serious. Oh, yeah, the Kellie-Jay Vermont that was taken out of their locker room. Make break my bones, but words will never hurt me. They need to take care of the real things that are being told in the world. Through no fault of their own. It's sad. It's disabled. And there's no poor kids that are children. But they want to take care of trans kids and something they're doing by their own free will. Real bullying takes first. There is no long-term study on the effect these drugs have on people. Look at Kellie Jay. Her mother was so happy and so supportive behind her and everything. And now she has a vagina that's beautiful. Oh, that's right. Now she has no vagina. And he can't even have sex with her. He will never know that sexual pleasure. And the mom is going down this she got language. The mom keeps on here censoring your disclosing her now about her. She was all right with her getting his cut off, but I'm not getting that. On your narrow expectations. Oh yeah, I was nervous. But most of my adult life, I had nerves. And I dealt with a lot of young kids who were confused about why they are the way they are. And I said myself, but you guys are always anything other than protect the people. I just honestly children, I tell you may not believe in God, but he believes in me. If you hear me, you get us riled up. And start trying to our voices be heard and not be canceled because we're not covered over 20 years old. I give it that instead. Please. Get yourself some peace. Because it's not good to be so angry all the time.
It's really hard.
If you go to what's going on, I have people like that, they want to fly you up and back and will to say that word.
You got a world to win. We got a world to win. We got a world to win.
Those people educate those things.
We got a world to win. We got a world to win. We got a world to win.
Those people educate they want little boys and girls and children. They want children to lose their sexual function because they even have a soul in love. They want to tell you that girls and dresses are not scientists in the front back. They want him and your face with your girlfriend. They want to tell the children that sex change is easy. It's just a random choice.
Mute that, and I'm gonna share the screen. Let's see if this is better. Where is she?
And retro and very
No, that's not the right one. All right, hold on.
With a giant blood and there's an older woman down there, and she's preaching like she's in church because rape is the new religion. They think the new code. This is a quasi religion.
It's not the religion. You have to spend billions and billions of dollars and you want to make a pretty strong case. Because is anybody satisfied with the gender binary? I really
I'm gonna start with a song.
And the reality is that you don't need free speech. Free speech is not free speech. You can say whatever you want. We'll drown you out.
We don't need no I. We don't need pronoun control. No pervy men in our bathroom. All in all, you're just some perv on the pole. I missed the line. Never mind. All right. The truth will win out. The truth will win out. We are here with the trees and the sky. We are here with the rivers and nature and biology and science. And they are there with their constructed story. Constructed story. They want to go back to 1952 when boys had to wear blue and girls could only play with dolls that were made by men. No! I'm going to tell you how I peaked. I saw a video of a detransitioner. A detransitioner. Female to male, back to female. Her body is so butchered. Her body is so butchered that she cannot feel anything but pain in her double mastectomy scars. She cannot have an orgasm. You are taking joy out of the life of children. Recently, Yale University said that they are treating trans children as young as 3 years old. Children cannot consent. This is about consent. to go home. The last people who told me to go home said go back to Pakistan, go back to Mexico. They said go back to Iran and Iraq and every other fucking place we had war with. I am home. I am home. I am a woman. I will fight for my sex-based rights, and I will hold the line for Title IX. So, we don't need your affirmation. We don't need pronoun control. No weirdo men in our bathroom. Hey, TERF, leave all of us alone. They've got vulnerable girls down there on a massive bloke. You can see his penis. You can literally see his penis. I'm not saying that to be puerile. He's wearing tight trousers, calling himself a woman, and you can literally see his penis. I mean, Jesus Christ! I'm gonna preach! I'm gonna preach! I'm gonna preach! Okay, I've got a very cool accent. Thanks so much. Right, so let's talk intellectual rigor here. Women don't have penises. That little vulnerable girl who just spoke to me, calling herself a him, is a girl and will grow up to be a woman. And it doesn't matter if she has her breasts sliced off. It doesn't matter what she calls herself. When it comes to how at risk she is from male violence, she is just as much at risk as the girls with their Barbie hair and their makeup and their eyeshadow. Anyway, that woman is insane. So, women don't have penises. Men don't have vaginas. There is no such thing as non-binary. And there is no such thing as a trans kid. A trans kid is a child being dragged into being a medical patient for life. Like this.
Just like this. I got it. Thanks. Thank you. I don't know. I can't even really hear myself. Philadelphia is a great place to demonstrate the colonization of the female body. As a city, it is incredibly symbolic, and the land we stand on was once populated by the Lenape. William Penn called them the Delaware, but this was a name given to them by the colonizers. Transgenderism is the colonization of the female body. We can no longer name ourselves. We have been relabeled as menstruators or uterus havers because that is how they see us, as parts that can be consumed, bought, sold, purchased, emulated, mocked, sexualized, dehumanized. That is what every female knows, even the one standing over there, mistakenly yelling at a sister. You are not the colonizers, but their foot soldiers, caught up with a social contagion born of the internet, big pharma, and big tech. I'm not listening to ugly men. I'm almost done. In the early 90s, Martine Rothblatt, Billy Fry, Susan Stryker wrote these are all female names, but these are men, wrote the ex-military. Joanne Roberts and a few others contributed to a document called the International Bill of Gender Rights. This is a document that is used in all trans legislation now, including language used by the UN. To my lost fellow travelers out there, you are doing the bidding of a class you claim to hate, rich white men. Stop and think about the Lenni Lenape and how they couldn't name themselves, but are still remembered as colonized and oppressed. That is the side of women who will not be colonized or erased in law. If you cannot define the word women, you cannot protect us. We stand in the symbolic city today to witness the free speech of women, and you cannot stop us.
Sisters, I want to say, I am a woman. I am an adult human female. I'm a mother of 2 sons, and I guarantee you they have penises. And I'm the grandmother of 2 grandsons, and I guarantee you they have penises too. I'm a Philadelphian. I am home. I'm home in a country that still protects my right to speak in a public place and assert my beliefs. In the words of Maya Angelou, I am a feminist since the 1970s. I am an adult human being. I'm a feminist because I've been a woman, a female, for a very long time. It would be stupid not to be on my own side. I want to say how proud I am to be part of this remarkably diverse group of women. We are all ages, all colors, all sexual orientations, I'll assume, nonpartisan, a comprehensive, all-inclusive group of women and a few men. Thank you very much. Adult human females. I'm a lawyer, and what brought me out of retirement was having to deal with pernicious, insidious gender identity ideology. It was learning that there were men in women's prison cells. It was learning that children were being medicalized. It was learning that women's rights across the board were being eroded by substitution in some places of the words gender identity or gender expression for sex. And I'm going to tell you right now, we are protected by law. We have sex-based rights in our law. Our job is to make sure that the law does not change, right? That's our job. So as bad as it seems sometimes, and as crazy as some of these lunatics are, the fact is the law still says we are protected on the basis of our sex. Know this, that we are protected. There are lawyers, there are organizations that are working to protect you and me, and they're making progress. And so I want to say that as crazy as this seems, we are actually making progress. Slowly but surely, one case at a time, small victories, but we are. And one of the most important ones is speech. Last week, an important case was decided in California, protecting the rights of an organization to say, women only. Women only. So know that it's going to take effort, and know that it's going to take participation, support litigation when you're asked. The best thing you can do is to follow the people who are doing the cases. That's all I can say. Sisters, we'll be strong.
There is a man, the voice you may be able to hear screaming is a young boy who's been gaslit by his autogynephile father, who claims that he's a woman, claims that he's his mother. God knows what the mother is actually doing. I would imagine she divorced that sad piece of shit a long time ago. But this is it. AGPs, like fetishy, pervy men, they gaslight their children, they gaslight their wives, and they just tell everybody that they're the victims. No man that walks around in a bad wig and makeup is a victim. No one. Not a single one of them. And then there's a girl down there who's obviously had a breast cut off or a binder trying to tell everyone that she's a man. Absolutely just insane. Anybody walking past who just has a look at this and sees women on one side, older women, like most of us on this side of the debate, are like 40 years or older. And do you know why? Because we understand what a fucking woman is. Okay, who's next? We'll come every day of the fucking week. You need to go back to your side of the fucking bathroom. Keep your penis out of women's faces.
Hello, everyone. I'm standing here on Independence Mall to tell the world that men are not, in fact, women. It's a pretty crazy thing to have to say, but it's something our president, our vice president, our governor-elect, our mayor, one of our U.S. senators, and our current lieutenant governor and U.S. senator-elect need to hear. If all of this is overwhelming, it should be. We keep electing people who don't believe that sex is real or that women deserve anything other than shared spaces with men and relabeling as cis women or bodies with vaginas. I noticed that actually terms such as bodies with vaginas and birthing people come up a lot more in political discourse than the equally offensive term cis women, because there really is not often a time when we need to talk about women while excluding those who refer to themselves using nonsense terms such as non-binary or trans men. With or without these nonsense terms, we're all women, and we're the ones who get pregnant, give birth, experience motherhood, have abortions, and sometimes need safe spaces away from men. The speech I plan to give today was about the nature of reality and the impossibility of becoming something one isn't through the power of magical thinking. But a close friend reminded me that the people who are actually listening to me already know that. The brave women who are here at the People's Plaza right now really don't need to hear anything other than thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kellie-Jay. Thank you for standing up for the truth and for my daughter's future. If you're watching at home, you're active in your own area, I thank you as well. I do have a message for those who hesitate to speak for fear of social backlash. That message is, do you really think you will become the first person in history who is smiled upon in the long term for going along with a terrible idea? Although the current attack on reality is certainly unique in being so bizarre and seeming to come on so suddenly, humans have had terrible ideas before. Slavery, eugenics, and racial segregation were all atrocious ideas. The minute each of these very bad ideas became unpopular, people who had supported them rushed to cover their tracks. They didn't mean it, they said, or maybe they were quoted out of context. Imagine having to go through this if you were only ever pretending to believe it's a bad idea in the first place. How do you think Emma Watson feels about having publicly supported the child castration cult Mermaids just a couple of years ago? I noticed she's pretty quiet now. As crazy as the United States can be at times, we do have our First Amendment. you to spare yourselves the humiliation of having called a man she after you realized that gender identity was all a load of bollocks. Thank you.
Okay, it's so bloody cold. It's so cold. So thank you all for standing in the freezing cold. Who else would like to talk?
This is a really good song. I don't know it. To fight for trans. Solidarity.
So I didn't know if anyone would be able to hear me, so I brought two cards. A public records request by the PA Family Institute revealed that taxpayers in PA have spent $16 million to medically transition our children since 2015. Governor Wolf changed state policy for Medicare to cover double mastectomies and experiment with hormones and puberty blockers. A few of us visited CHOP yesterday, which is the Children's Hospital of Pennsylvania, to drop packets from our duty to gender-affirming physicians and surgeons. We are letting them know that we're here, we're watching them, we aren't going anywhere. And if you're in PA and you're a taxpayer, and you don't know that your taxes are paying for this, paying for youth to mutilate their bodies, you should be very alarmed about that.
This is costing us money in Pennsylvania.
Linda Hawkins is the co-founder of CHOP. The CHOP Gender Clinic secured 100% rate of insurance coverage for puberty blockers with the help of our governor, Governor Wolf, and Dr. Levine. From 2015 to 2021, Pennsylvania saw a 5,000% increase in spending on gender-affirming care for minors under 18. Linda Hawkins and Nadia Dowson started the CHOP Gender Clinics in 2014. That's no coincidence. Gender care is a marketed corporate business, especially here in Pennsylvania. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh have the highest growth rate of alternate gender individuals in the U.S. since 2020. So Samantha King is CHOP's gender program education specialist. She has trained 835 teachers, counselors, administrators on how to be better allies to the LGBTQ community. This is clear indoctrination. And Planned Parenthood is the second largest supplier of cross-sex hormones in the U.S. Their campaign donations, which are mostly to Democrats, were $45 million in 2020 and $50 million this year. That's from Planned Parenthood. So always follow the money. We live in a corporate-run country where profit always comes before people. Greedy politicians and special interest lobbyists write the laws. Planned Parenthood has a new revenue stream, and they want to make sure that they keep it by propping up Democratic politicians with enormous amounts of campaign dollars. These politicians must be shown that families are being destroyed, young bodies are being mutilated, and the public is being manipulated. I hope that by having these speakers' corners and growing our numbers, women will stop being ignored and the world will listen as we speak. Thank you. I just want to tell the men that keep talking, calling us women, we can see your penis. We can literally see his penis. We can see his penis. We know she's a woman. We know he's a man. It's not difficult. We can see you, men. You don't fucking pass. Not one of you passes. Not if you are sterilized as children. You still don't pass. You just don't pass. Like Gandalf said, thou shalt not pass. There's gaslight kids down there. Here's my impression. It's gonna happen in the lifetime. We're gonna butcher all the kids. It's gonna happen in our lifetime. We're gonna give all the girls double vasectomies. It's gonna happen in my lifetime. The men are gonna invade every fucking space. It's gonna happen in my lifetime. All the girls are gonna be self-harming and having their breasts chopped off. All they want, all those groomers want, is mutilated kids. So giant AGPs can pretend it's not a fetish. That's all they want for the kids. They don't care. That guy gaslighting his kids, he doesn't give a shit about children. Otherwise, he wouldn't have pretended to be a woman.
You got your back to the future. You don't know what you're doing out here, but that's okay because the sun shines on trans kids in Philly. The sun shines.
She's a groomer. You're 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 a groomer. Grooming kids into mutilating their bodies. Grooming children into mutilating their bodies. Grooming children into mutilating their bodies. These are so disgusting. She's talking about children's genitals as if it's not absolutely disgusting pedophilic nonsense to sever the development of children's genitals. These people are fucking insane.
I am so honored to be here with all these strong ladies. In my 51 years, I have never felt the fear that I feel right now for the young women that believe that men that put on a wig and a dress are now women somehow. I understand how people feel inside, but I wasn't sexually assaulted because I felt like a woman. I have not been degraded and humiliated, and because I felt like I was a woman. I was sexually assaulted and overcome and overwhelmed because I am a woman. And for somebody to say that they could be like me, I reject it. That is insane. We are teaching our children insanity. It is insane to think that you are born in the wrong body. It is insane to cut off the penises and castrate our gay and lesbian youth. That is what is happening. They are cutting off the genitals of our LGBT youth. I care about our children. These people do not. They care about themselves. They care about how they feel inside. This is insanity. I stand with women. I stand with the men that know what women are. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Because we know what an orgasm is. And we want others to experience the same joy. And they will not when their puberty blockers and their dicks are cut off. When you get your vagina scooped out and you think that you're going to have an orgasm, please. Can you hear me? Is this good? Okay. I'm fucking terrified right now, and not because of them, but because I hate public speaking. I feel like this is important, so I'm going to do this. I used to be one of them. I spent most of my adolescence and teenage years online, and much of that time was spent on Tumblr, where I was ultimately groomed and indoctrinated into the gender cult. If you would have asked me about my gender when I was 15, I would have told you that I was a pansexual, gender fluid, demi-boy, and used he/they pronouns. At one point, I even requested that my minuscule online following use neo-pronouns for me. I would say that I didn't feel like a girl. If being a girl didn't resonate with my spirit, but being a gender fluid demi-boy did. To me, being partially a boy explained my alternative aesthetic and gender non-conforming behavior. My view of girlhood and womanhood was narrow and sexist. You could only be a girl or a woman if you were hyper-feminine, and being a girl just didn't mesh with my short hair, self-perception, and how I wanted the world to see me. Thankfully, the one thing tethering me to reality was the age-old gender mantra that sex and gender are different. During the mental gymnastics I did over the years to maintain my delusion, I always knew that the mantra was true. No matter which way I diced it, I would always be a human female. I was in my junior year of college when I hit peak trans, and I dedicate that moment to Magdalene Burns and the now defunct gender critical subreddit. May they both rest in peace. I was actually hate watching a video of Magdalene's on trans icon Alok Menon when it clicked. Magdalene put it simply, Alok is just a man who likes makeup and dresses. There's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't make him any less of a man. Sex and gender are different. A man is simply an adult human male. The word man implies nothing more than the sex of the human it describes. The word woman implies nothing more than the sex of the human it describes, female. There is no single way to be a man or a woman. You simply are, and no amount of hormone surgery or emotional manipulation of your peers will change that. To Magdalene, thanks to Magdalene, words suddenly had meanings. My moment of clarity was indescribable. It was like I finally saw the light after being chained up in the cave for so long. Despite my cognitive dissonance attempting to drag me back into the cave, I found myself agreeing with Magdalene more and more. No matter how someone felt, they were still male or female. By their own admission, sex and gender are different. This distinction matters when it comes to safeguarding women, children, as well as their rights and their spaces. Since my peak trans moment, I have never had more feelings that sex and gender.
I've never met a TERF before, so today's real interesting.
Everyone who's here
y'all are like unicorns. I didn't even know you
existed. There's clarity outside of the cave.
You and you.
Can I just say, this woman keeps talking about colonizing. These men are colonizing womanhood. These parasitical invaders are eating our movements from within. Every space a woman has carved out for herself, these men want to occupy. So there's all these men down there trying to tell women that we have to accept them in our spaces. And very sadly, there's children gaslit on the other side, and there's a load of women who think they're going to earn some sort of sanctuary when those men take over. It doesn't matter how much you get on your knees and fillet these men, they're still going to steal your rights.
I'm looking at it.
Your dad's a pervert. Your dad's a pervert, love. Your dad's an AGP pervert. Your dad is a pervert.
Anyway, I know we shouldn't engage with these nasty children. Okay. Who else wants to speak? Let me just say before we continue, we can see your penis, love. Women don't have penises. Women don't have penises. Men don't have vaginas. All those people have got is lies. Lies about me, lies about what biological sex is, lies about their motivations. Every single one of those men with their pretty makeup and their bad wigs, they just want to get their penis out in spaces that we don't want them. That's essentially what they want to do. They want to take their genitals and they want to shove them metaphorically and actually in women's faces and faces.
So, I am old enough to remember 50 years ago when women fought for actual women's rights. And if you had asked me 50 years ago that today we would be asking what a woman is, I'd have said you're crazy. But yet, here we are. Today, we tell children that they're born in the wrong bodies. I do not want our young children, and our girls especially, to grow up knowing what they are. They are women. Girls grow up to be women. You can't change your sex and expect to own
Next, Kellie-Jay openly supports Tommy Robinson, who is the leader of the EDL, as well as...
Yes, remember, sexism. Do we all forget about what sexism is? It's a discrimination on the basis of one's sex, not one's gender. You can't fight a patriarchy if you don't acknowledge a matriarchy. There is no such thing as girl power or black girl magic if you can't define what a girl is. You can't free the nipple or stop period shaming unless you recognize that these fights are exclusive to female-bodied individuals. You cannot fight for women's reproductive rights unless you recognize and acknowledge that women's bodies are different from male bodies and that the two are not interchangeable. Stop with the dehumanizing language. We are not menstruators or uterus havers or bleeders or breeders. Stop with that shit. We are women, full stop.
Two seconds. Oh, why do these women keep talking to kids? Hi.
You know what, guys? I've been listening to what you said, and it opened something in my heart. I feel free now to come out as a bisexual woman. If I want sex, I have to buy it.
Anybody else? Where's that lady that keeps talking? I gotta do this now because I really have to see. Kellie-Jay, Rosie Parker, it is such an honor to have you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for seriously. I don't do that. Look at the abuse this woman gets. Look at the lies told about her. And look, she's a force. Because when we stand in our power, no one can touch us. Where's Jennifer Thomas? Jennifer Thomas, we went out last night
me no one can touch me. We must protect that bubble of power, that space. Men are penises. They want to come into things. They like to invade things. They have to enter shit. It's true. They gotta force their way in. You're not gonna rape us. You're not gonna force your way into us. We said no, we mean no. We're not saying you can't exist. Exist over there in your fucking pants. Not here in mine. How far does it go? At what point can I say no? Do I have to let you in my vagina too? At what point does my body begin? How close do you need to be to me? My boyfriend is locked. He's a black man locked up in upstate fucking prison. He understands this shit. This isn't like some white versus black. This isn't some Republican versus liberal shit. Everybody is coming together just to say what's real and what's not. If you will lie about what's in your pants, how the fuck can we trust anything else that you say? How the fuck can we trust any other thing that you say if you will lie about whether you're a male or a female? You tell me to go home? This is my city. I live here. We own this space. You're not running us out. We're not going anywhere. We are women. We have fought. We are the granddaughters of the women who survived. Our grandmothers brought us here. We own this land. This is my land. Fuck out of here. My daughters, I'm protecting this space for my children. I'm not going anywhere. You got me all the way fucked up. We got put up. I think they told you to leave. They told this woman to go back home. No, we are home. They told me to go back home. Just like they did in Iran-Contra. Just like they did when we went to Iraq. Just like every time they turn around and see me frown and they're fighting with somebody, I'm no longer on your home. We are home. We are home. We are home. And I want to say thank you to Jennifer Thomas. Thank you to this woman. Thank you to all these women. Thank you to the police rangers. We talked to yesterday, me and Jen. We want to give cookies to the police. We were just protect us. Because I told him, I said, if anyone fucks with Connie, I'll fucking kill him, okay? So let's not even take it there. Because you want to see us turn up in Philly? We'll turn the fuck up too. Trust and believe me. No one's scared of you. Because you know what? Lay a hand on me. I got people one fucking phone call. At the end of the day, men like to protect women. Look at these men. They don't want to see their... Thank you. They see their grandmothers in us. They see our wives, their daughters. Men care about women. And we'll protect them too. Wear the dress. If you're a man and you want to wear the dress, keep your balls in your fucking pants when my daughter comes around. I have 4 children. I have 2 sons and I have 2 daughters. And you've got me all the way fucked up if you think you're going to follow them into the bathroom. If you think you're going to block their ability to play sports, you got another fucking thing coming. Trust and believe me. You think we don't know how to call the fucking whoever we got to call? We're going to make sure your dick stays in your pants. We're going to make sure you keep that shit where the fuck you need to keep it. We are in Philly. This is my city. Fuck you thought it was, huh? Fuck you thought it was. Thank you. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how she does it. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. I don't know how you keep the energy. It's amazing. This is hard. But we're standing. We got each other. Thank you to these people. And at the end of the day, when you're right, you don't need to scream too loud. There's a reason they want to drown us out. Their number one mantra is we're not listening. Yeah, we know. Because if people hear us, your shit
will fall apart overnight. It's truth versus non-truth. It's the truth versus the non-truth. It speaks for itself. At the end of the day, you can come up with all the names you want. You can make all the signs you want. Reality is with reality. We are the granddaughters of the women who survived. Not one link in our fucking genealogy is broken. That's what brought us here. Every woman in our lineage survived for us to be here. And we're not going anywhere. Kelly, what's up? Thank you.
Thank you. All right, anybody else? Well, trans joy. I think. Women don't have penises. No man has a vagina. There's no such thing as a trans kid. There's no such thing as non-binary. And to that giant bloke with a bad black wig, we can see your penis.
Hello, Philadelphia. Tough crowd today, huh? Wow. It is cold, it is miserable, and I could not be happier to be here. Yeah, baby. Yeah, my first word was no. My very first word. I've been saying no from the very start, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. Especially if you tell me not to say no. Then I'm just going to keep saying it. And especially as a victim advocate who has traveled this entire country to make a point for free speech for women, I'm not ever going to stop traveling and talking to people. Never stop talking. When I've traveled, I've never been to a first protest that is all screaming offensive things at me. That is swearing at people and screaming abuse. The people that care about children don't seem to care about them very much. That's just my point. When we went to protest Will Thomas swimming in the NCAA Women's Championships, we were not screaming expletives. We did not require a police guard. We were not escorted out of the building because we know how to behave as respectful adults. We know how to let people speak, we know how to disagree, and we know how to do it without being violent like the TRAs over there. I want to say thank you to all the women here. I am so happy you're here. The fact that we have to be here freezing cold, just speaks to our dedication and how important it is.
What's the sign of this out? It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
Thank you for showing up, for watching us, for spreading the message, for continuing to talk. Never, ever, ever stop talking. We need to keep it up. And there are people who cannot talk. Vulnerable women in prison, vulnerable women in relationships that are abusive, and children. They need us to keep talking, and I will never stop. So thank you, everyone who has come out today. The women at home, never stop talking. Thank you, everyone.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay.
Let's love each other and protect each other. We have nothing to lose but our chance.
All right, I'm a man, so you might be a little nervous. I'm not going to mansplain anything you want to know why we're here. Call to action. Go to play letters. Go play. Make this happen. I don't want to be up here playing. So let's all keep the fight going. And that's all I want to say.
Anyone else? I identify as I think if I turn myself often enough, the temperature of the earth will somehow climb and we'll all be warm, standing in the TERFy sunshine
because even this atheist knows God loves the TERF. Okay, so we came here to say some shit today. We came here to say women don't have penises. We came here to say no man has a vagina. We came here to say there is no such thing as a trans child. And we came here to say there is no such thing as non-binary. Those groomers Billy is a transie, is it? Is it? I don't think so. Right. What we want every woman to understand is that women are a constituency. We are half the world. We will not surrender one space more, one word more, one action more, one body more. There is not a single sacrifice that I am willing to make on behalf of this nasty, pernicious, ideological cult. Illustrated perfectly by the bloke showing his penis while telling his son that that's his mother. It couldn't be more obvious. Now, if we stand with each other and we get rid of all that divides us, women, we will win. If we rely upon the truth and we stand firm upon its soil, then I promise we will win. And do you know why else we're going to win? Because I never lose! We'll be back again and again.
Make sure you get that TERFy stuff. I'm sorry. If you want to talk it out, let me know. But you're about to catch a lot of gay ass smoke. That's the reality. Give it up for trans love. The trans joy. The trans freedom. The trans youth. The trans liberation. All the names of you. Give it up for gender creative people. Give it up for the people.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Hopefully Jesika will come on in a second and tell us kind of like what it's been like there. Yeah. So, I mean, what you were seeing with the counter protesters. I mean, really, they're just jerks. That's Trantifa. Like I showed you guys earlier, I'll show you again. Let's see. Here we go. This is what they do. They put out these call to actions on Twitter and whatnot, and then what they do is they actually talk to each other offline on like Signal and WhatsApp and places that you don't see all their chatter. But every time we have an event, they show up and they try to shut us up because that's all they know how to do. They don't have an argument, so their only thing is to try and shut women up. Let me unmute her now.
I got one more message for you.
Hi there. Sorry about that. I was all the way over in the back watching the outlet. There's an electrical outlet, and that's what was powering our speakers. And the TRAs tried to get to it and tried to unplug. So I was with some friends back there kind of holding that line. So I'm so sorry I wasn't attentive, but I did try to keep moving around and focus on speakers as best as I could. I'm assuming the sound wasn't so great. But I don't know.
I heard your name when I showed up.
But I'm gonna close out this one know it close out my portion of the broadcast. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope it went well. I hope people could hear. We had a good event. The park rangers and the BLGM treated us really well, kept us safe. Because of the Here for TERFers, we all need to break this time. I know we had a really good and successful event. And excited to see it again next time. Thank you so much again for holding it down, and I'm going to sign off here. Thank you so
much. All right, guys. So that's that. Yeah, don't forget to check out Women's Liberation Radio News, like and subscribe. And check out my channel too. I just removed it, but I'll throw it back up there. So I host TERFing It Up with Christina Goeke. I do lots of TERFy things on there. I like to put up videos and whatnot, splicing them together. And then sometimes I do live streams with some of the girls in this. And on Friday nights, we started a thing where we literally just get drunk and talk trash about all this. So join one of those if you just want to have some fun. It's a great way to throw off some steam, because I really enjoy chatting with everybody, and we talk about what happened that week, and like I said, we get a little tipsy, and we just have fun, because this is such a stressful fight, and I feel like TERFs need to blow off some steam a little bit, right? We do speak our minds. I'm a sailor. I curse like a sailor. So anyway, I'm going to end this. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I enjoy your comments so much. I love hearing from you guys. It's good that we have each other, because you just saw the opposition and how awful it can be. So we have to be here for each other. So thank you guys for showing up. Yeah. Check me out, and WLRN, thanks for asking me to do this. It was a lot of fun. Bye, guys.